Okay, now I'm going to put in the sink. And I go to Component, Load Family. Then I'm going to go to Fixtures. Where is it? No, sorry. Go to Plumbing. Then I'm going to go Architectural and Fixtures. Jumping ahead of myself there. Sinks is one of the choices. And again, we have kitchen sinks. So it says sink kitchen. We don't want that. We want sink vanity round. There's a square one if you use the square hole. Sink vanity round. And I'll say open. And you can see the sink is attached to the cursor. And I can put it on in this direction, but that's kind of not the way it goes. I'm going to rotate it a couple times. And there it is. It's nice and lined up on the cabinet, and usually the sinks are accented towards the front of the cabinets. I'm going to click there, and what I've noticed is that my cabinet at 18 inches is too small for this sink. So I'm just going to click on that cabinet, and then I'm going to, oops, I didn't get the cabinet. I'm actually going to put my cursor on there, and I want to pick the cabinet actually, which is a little harder to do. Maybe I got it. No, that's the countertop. That's the cabinet right there. Got it. And instead of having an 18-inch one, I'm going to change it to 21. And let's see what happens. Okay, now I can click on the countertop, and I'll bring that down, I hope. Yep. And now my sink, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to move him right out of the way. I'm going to click on this hole and recenter this hole. That should be pretty good. And now I can bring my sink back in. I'm thinking. Got to click it on the edge. And that just barely fits it. But my problem is that my cabinet now goes into my door swing. So that's not good. And I know just from having messed around with this before that that's a problem. So let's see if I can move my door down a little bit just to get the door swing clear. And I did, happily. So I just had to kind of adjust it a little bit. Let's take a look at our 3D view and see what we got. Oops, cabinet's in the wall still. Rats. So back to floor plan. The cabinet is actually in the wall, so that's going to be harder to get a hold of. There it is. All right. Now hopefully I can just move that down. Matter of fact, I'm going to go past it so that I know that I've got it. There it is. Now I can change my countertop size again. There we go. And then I'll take my sink and move him off to the side. And I'll move my sink down a little bit just to even it up. Sorry, I just want the hole. What did that move? Oh, I see, it moved the whole thing. If I just move the hole itself, I had to click on the hole and move it. Then I'll put my sink back in. There we go. And now if we take a look, hopefully this will be right. Yep, that looks pretty good. So you have to just kind of play with these things. It's just a matter of adjusting back and forth.